ending by design. Time and wasted makes me blind. Follow the river and the caution you leave behind. In the place that you denied, the trail of life is all I find.
Cause we won't be back again. Say goodbye, oh we're leaving now. Look up, we can have some hope again. We'll get
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. It's a cough, and it's Sunday, July 2nd, 2017. Good start. And my head is not in frame. There we are. There we are. So, yeah. Let's get back into it. More Blender stuff. One thing I want to do is, figure out what's going on with the stable. I've been kind of like, it's good enough, but if I can just figure out what the problem is, then might as well just do it, right? Specifically, the problem of one of the corners, the light map is not right, even though it should all been light mapped together, or it should all been unwrapped together, so it should be consistent. Consistent UV coverage. So I want to see why it's not. The ever-efficient Visual Studio. And Mir has been talking about Tim Hortons coffee. I only had a large today. However, this is my third other cup of coffee, making 4 total. So, yeah. Basically, people made a carafe, and no one had any, so I was like, well, I can't put that coffee to waste. Let's have most of the carafe. Good episode today. Made a quart of cold brew. Cool. Hey, you're big into it. Actually, I suggested cold brew to a guy earlier. He had problems with the acid of coffee, and I said that cold brew, because how it's brewed, that tends to not bring the acid out of the grinds, and thus should be a bit better for him. So you might try it. Hey, Comrade Headclot. Welcome to the chat. So what I'm talking about is this issue right here. There's something wrong with this chunk right here. It should be identical to everywhere else, but it's not. So we need to figure out what that problem is. So we go to Blender. And 1 second while I load the file. Alright, yeah, that's good. Doing a lot of different, excuse me, doing a lot of different projects right now. I don't want to have any non-check-it 3D files show up. Where's the stable? There we are. Decoration stable of blend. Okay, here we are. Why isn't Mir calling me senpai? Think I found the problem. Yeah. 1, 2, 3. What am I doing? What? No. There we are. Unwrap. And then this should do a little bit better. Why the only one side is getting messed up, I don't know, but because both of them have the same issue. So let's go here into FBX, go into there. meshes, cross streams, decoration stable, and make sure to select only selected objects. Yeah, and make sure I only selected the one object. Right. So now it's gonna say import. Before we do that, we're gonna want to go to optimization viewport to see what happens. No, what the? What's wrong with this stupid thing? What's getting warped here too? Oh, is there a problem up here? Is there a problem how I'm cutting it? Oh, I think I know the problem now. Oh, really? No, it should be fine there. Mark seam. Let's try this again, folks. Unwrap, no, unwrap. And that's a light map channel, good, okay. Let's go back into object mode, deselect everything, grab this, go to export, FBX, selected object should still be grabbed. Stable. There we are. Apparently the problem was how it was being... Wait a minute, what? Oh, was I looking there? I thought I saw something this color, like, you know, on this side, but it looks like not. So now everything is unwrapped properly. Good. I should have quite a bit of resolution on this. I could drop it down a little bit, but I tried that earlier, didn't I? And it ended up being too low. Yeah. What am I doing over here? I probably save some room if I only light map. Well, not only light map, you have to have light maps for all parts of the mesh, but if I only focus on the top when it comes to resolution, have the rest kind of be low. Yeah, no. It's probably better if I do 256 on this one. Let's try dropping down the resolution a little bit. We don't need that high resolution for our light maps, I don't think. And we're having problems with it being baked. Excuse me. Let's see about this one, if we can drop it down to 256. Yeah, that's too low. We'll do 512 for you. And if you're wondering, like, why are we optimizing before we, you know, performance analysis and all that sort of stuff? Well, we've been having problems having the save file be built. So, Yeah, we've already been having issues. And that should be fine, but this one I'll drop down to 120. Yep, to 128. And we can always double them up again if we find that the resolution's insufficient. Well, quadruple them up because double each axis. We're now having them / quartering them, whatever you want to call it. Yeah, this is way too high. Pretty good. Okay, so this will be 128. Yeah, sure. So we don't really need all that much resolution. We just need to get the tiles fixed around. That's too much now. And again, it'd be better if I actually had these models be done by hand in Blender, but I don't. 128 with this? Nah, it's too much. And yeah, I'm just eyeballing it. Well, eyeballing it based on what I'm seeing from the optimizer. So stretched. Now this is messed up. This needs to drop down way. 128. Yeah, sure, I'll drop it down. Basically what you want is you want to have it be roughly consistent, right? So you have these weird artifacts going from one to another. Although again, we're only doing the lighting, we're not doing the actual... Yeah. You know what, let's do it. Sure, why not? Now if I was smart, I would have this be something consistent in the geometry. I could just apply once. So we're gonna try baking with these settings and see how that works. I don't know.
When I was yours, you told me not to leave it all behind. I guess that's what I've done. And now I don't feel the way that I should feel inside. It's time to let it go. We started out strong, into the end, you gave me something I couldn't live. I guess that I'm the only one. I guess that I'm the only one. We started out strong, into the end, you gave me something I couldn't live. I guess that I'm the only one. I guess that I'm the only one.
Yes, I realized I could potentially just select them from the actor browser, but just in case I pick up something I don't want to.
You gave me something.
Yeah, we're not really getting a whole lot of detail inside here, so probably have to jump up to 128. So I have a couple pixels for the ambient occlusion. Otherwise, looks good. I was gonna use a blender key there. Whoops. Let's do save. Should go see how this works. Maybe. Save all the FPS, yeah. It's not about FPS at this point, it's about, well, frankly, it's about my ability to actually save the level. Yeah, it's too little. Okay. This is more of a memory optimization in general. So it should say VRAM. Although you can just nip it, but you get the idea. A lot of it's just build time, though. And a lot of that's going to be done with the ambient occlusion anyway, but get the idea. I'm going to want to have some other way of letting this. But yeah. Alright, this one probably was invalidated when I changed the light map resolution and changed it back. Now, if I was making a shipping game, I would, when I had the structure go, I would actually, or structure down, I would change these to actual modeled elements. As a matter of fact, I'd probably even move a lot of these tiles into like 4x4 grid. So instead of having 4,000 draw calls, I'd have 49.6 divided by 16 is 256 draw calls, which is a lot easier. And we're talking about a 4x4 grid. It's not really, you know, not that much space for it. That would save a lot of performance going forward. The problem with that would be I would have to actually maybe in less than that I could probably do 32 for bit masking. Anyway, I'd probably be able to make the material adjust each of the auras individually. Because that was the biggest problem, is having... I did the algorithm that is the most the most straightforward. Each tile is its own tile, its own actor. But if I made the level generator create the tiles in clusters, and then just disable the edges that don't make sense, I could do that in the material, but I would have to... like each actor would have to store the data for 16 or 32 actors, and manage that for the aura material, for all that sort of stuff. So now if it comes for VR, that would actually be a big optimization, a huge optimization, right? 4,000 draw calls, Unreal Engine starts to choke a little bit, which actually ends up being like 9,000 to 10,000. Dropping that down to under 1,000, you're, you know, way into VR territory again. So, you know, even if the person can view across the screen, like, I mean, look at this. So stat unit, we're talking like 80 milliseconds just to draw all this. A lot of that's draw call. Even though it's GPU, so I'm guessing that's a lot of lighting because the lights is built, but yeah. The thing you really need to be concerned about with VR is that you want high frame rate, so you have to be careful of draw calls, but you also can't control the camera, because if you control the camera, then if the head, you know, of the person playing the game moves in a way that they can't control, you're going to have a disconnect between what their motions do and what the game displays, and that's going to cause motion sickness. So you have that problem of you can't control the camera, but you need to reduce your draw calls. Is difficult, right? When you're talking about this, like with a controller or a mouse or keyboard, you can just force the camera to stay down and it'll be probably a lot easier on them, right? So, get the idea. Now let's go with the Swarm Agent, which, thank you, Fubar, for get out of the way. Come on. There we are. And our build time seems to be significantly faster. We're in 2% already. Let's go into lighting only. I do like kind of the bounce lighting from the water and the tiles. Give me. I think it's gonna start picking up. I'm assuming as it starts going to smaller and smaller textures. Watching loaded bars is always fun. Oops, that wasn't the key I thought it was. I guess today would be the, after this we're going to start working on the houses. Or the weather vane. Houses or weather vane. So yeah, if you can cut your draw calls in a factor of 16 or 32, then you're going to be pretty good off. Yeah. Oh, and the reason why I said bitmask, is because you would have to send in like values for whether a material goes on and off. You could probably save a lot of performance by doing a bit mask with that, which is basically like a integer and having each of the I think GPUs can accelerate that. Why am I doubting that that's an operation? Otherwise, operations on integers is GPU accelerated these days, right? Thanks, Firefox. GPU bitwise operations. Oh, it's 2011. Yeah, bit shift is fun. Is not what I'm talking about. It's more like masks. Yeah, trig functions are terrible. Well, not terrible. They're just yeah. Oh, there we are. 1 second. There we are. So throughput of so number of operations per clock cycle per multiprocessor. So we're probably going to be talking about CUDA 6. CUDA 6 is Kepler, right? List of NVIDIA. And then you can just assume ATI is up at roughly parity. So Kepler, CUDA... I don't say it on there. I did. CUDA 6. CUDA 6. Oh, it's Pascal. Oh, jeez. Oh, that was only 3.5. Wow. But wasn't CUDA 8 what Pascal and that? Oh, probably compute capacity versus. Oh. Yeah, CUDA, okay, so the CUDA version and the CUDA compute version are different. Okay. Why did I never notice that before? Anyway. So CUDA 8 from 2.0 to 6.0. Okay, so we have to consider back to here. Bit field. So and X or. So native throughput there. So number of operations per clock cell per multiprocessor. Wait, what? The multiprocessor is 128, so why? Oh no, we're talking about Kepler, right? So Kepler would be 192 per SMX, right? So why 160 then? Let's go back to the list of NVIDIA GPUs. Meanwhile, probably we're done. We are done. Okay. I can have my GTX 460. Yeah. I even forgot what I was doing right now. Okay, so let's go back to this. So let's apply our lighting. Let's hope everything works out fine. There we are. Looks to be fine. So we'll save and hope it just saves. We don't have to deal with the, cache being messed up or build data not saving. Yeah. Save just fine. That's good. May want to actually add a couple more lights somewhere. In some way that makes sense. Probably a problem might be that the wood is dark. Although it doesn't really matter. It looks kind of good, so why not, right? This fountain is not behaving right, but I wonder if it's charming enough. It's probably good enough. Let's try this. Only gotta have the 2 being spawned. Come on. Probably good enough for a demo. Part of me actually wants to crush this in by 1, so it'll be too wide. But no, not gonna happen. So what do I think about the art style so far? Think it's something that can work? Probably gonna want to replace the road sections at some point. Needs more nature. That's a good thought. And Laura Brim.
Endless sun as the days go on forever. There's no place for time when you're young. Can't find the words, but we know how we feel. Could we stay longer here in the summer? In the summer.
Really hope it's ends up being popular. Alright, so we need to make a 4x4 and a 9x4 building. So, save, then we're going to open space. There we are. And once again, I made a mistake. Delete. So, add mesh cube. We're going to raise it up by 1 meter. Actually, what am I doing? Need to change the dimensions first. So 4x4 by however high we want it. We'll say that a story, like a building story, will be 9. Well, will be 9 feet. So 3 cubes. Well, it's a little larger than 9 feet. Closer, actually. Yeah, I'm not gonna bother with that. So we have 4x4, so 4 times 3 is 12, so 12 meters by 12 meters by, we'll say it's a 1-story house, so we'll be, meters. So I'll do 1.5, and then that'll be 1 story. Then we'll add a roof on top of that. Actually, Queen is 192. I think. What's the tallest piece again? Get that in Visual Studio. Queen is the tallest piece. The King I'll do as well. So piece half height. Oh, it's 105. So she's gonna be slightly higher than that. So they're both 105, which is 210. That's half height. So we need a doorway to be at least 210. We'll say about 2.5, so 2.5. So it'll be 2.5. That would mean we have 50 centimeters above to the top of the story. 2.5 meters. Okay, right, now we're going to, oh, we didn't save the base. We fixed the base, didn't save it. Now we have this thing in the way. Save as decoration. 4x4. Nice. So I'll probably do 50 centimeter blocks for that. And my inspiration for this again will be kind of Legend of Zelda-y. So Link to the Past, Kakariko Village. It actually looks kind of good, interesting idea. So for like the structure house, or the structure size and the roof. Although I'll have the roof. Do I want the roof to go up to the top there? Interesting thought. Right. Okay. That's cute. Actually, that's similar to what I want to do. That's clearly Minecraft, of course. Ah. Cool. Excuse me, edit mode. So I want to have x-axis facing me, I guess. So let's do that. Mode. Here, grab, subdivide twice. Cool. Now I'll have subdivide. So this is 3.5, so I want 3 meters. Well, I want 2.5 meters, right? Is that right? Yeah, okay. Do I want to have something lower? I probably do want to have it extend a little bit into the ground. Do I? Sounds like a bad idea. Zed fighting. So the thing I'm fighting with right now in my head is that I want to have the voxels be a certain size that's larger than the bottom of the door, which would be the floor level. I can make them smaller, but then that would be, you know. So what I have to do is, I guess, just make an extra extra ring around it, have an extra material, which would be an extra draw call. But I mean, I'll have to have an extra draw call for the roof anyway, so it'd be 3 instead of 2. And have that extra one be smaller. Because the problem is, the way our material is set up, it automatically unwraps the meshes based on world position. Oh, so Mir got a new mouse. I have to Google Drive link, so let's see. Ah, cool. So they're a trackball fan, apparently. Congratulations, Mir. Actually, it's funny. A while ago, I was doing like some camera stuff, and I had some axis inversions, and a lot of people play invert Y because some people, when they have forward, like they push a mouse forward, it makes them want to look up. Some people it makes them want to look down. Depends on how you view it. If you're viewing it like a a joystick, looking down would be sloping down because you're pushing forward. Whereas a lot of other people, if you push forward, you think up, 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 right? But x-axis, people are like, well, right's right and left's left, right? What if you're using a trackball, right? That could be a problem. So not a lot of games support camera orbit inversion, but it's really just a checkbox. You really could just do it, right? I mean, a checkbox to do control a Boolean, you have to then put in your camera code, but one small area, it's where you multiply your camera speed, you just do a if turn area, just like Boolean question mark -1:1, right? In brackets. Anyway, game mice don't work well on your bed sheets. Yes, mice don't typically work well on fabric. Particularly not one that doesn't have, well, I mean, fabric, yes, but not with a lot of give. Obviously, cloth mouse pads. You know what I meant. So we're gonna want to have a row of 25 boxes around the bomb. We can make that like a stone trim before the wall. I guess that would work. And now would then simplify making the insides, because I just extrude in. I wouldn't have to, make paper thins, whatever. So here we'll grab this and then extrude down by 25 centimeters. Then we can go in, extrude in. Yeah. Let's have it be a bit smaller now. Let's be, how big are we going on the door? I guess we can do 25. So, 25 centimeters. And then we extrude again until we hit whatever this distance is minus 25. So let's, there, so there, and then pull back 25 centimeters. So now we have this stuff we can deal with. So we then extrude this out such that it's in line with that, but then subtract 25 centimeters. Then we do the same over here. Extrude out such that it's there, then pull back 25 centimeters, which I'm doing blindly, but I know what I'm doing, so it works out. This brings back memory of Halo modding. And the extrude down because, well, you know. And now I can just collapse some of these vertices, some of these edges, I mean. Because again, we don't have to worry about how the edges flow, just that they exist. Because I mean, we will for our light maps. But for our actual material, it's done for us. So edges. We will need to keep this ring down here, though. We don't need to have it be like this, so we can save 2 polygons, 2 triangles, by dissolving these edges and then having it be like this to that, and then this to that. Yeah. But we do need that ring around here, because this these phases will be a... Sorry if I'm coughing a lot today. All these faces will be a different material, actually. Same. All these faces will be a different material than the rest. As a matter of fact, I can probably do it right now. And there, grab you. New, we're gonna call this 25 centimeter sign. And everything else should be there. This be 1 meter. So I believe this is 3.5. Oh, I need to be 50, sorry. And now we're going to extrude the, we're going to inset extrude the roof. And all that's going to be a different material as well. 50 centimeter walls, base, and door. And we're gonna not include the materials in Unreal Engine because we're just gonna make the materials there again. So we're gonna do inset face, What period do we want to have that be? 50 centimeters. Let's undo that. Then let's unselect this. And then let's apply our scale. And apply our allocation as well. Let's actually raise it up. So 2 meters. Then we're gonna supply our location. Because that wasn't 50 centimeters of an inset. There, that's 50 centimeters. Then we go up 50 centimeters. We'll do inset faces, 50 centimeters. Then we'll do inset faces, or extrude 50 centimeters. Inset faces, 50 centimeters. Then we'll extrude up 50 centimeters. And we're gonna select all of these, and we're just gonna have it be flat like that. Will this look good enough? Or do I want it to be even bigger? Let's do another couple. One more. What? No. There. So I did inset faces, I did extrude. There we are. Whoop, nope, not you. I want the bottom one to be the same as the wall. Yeah, I do. That's all those there, so we're gonna then add another material. It's gonna be 50 centimeter roof. And then a sign. Deselect. So select, deselect, select, deselect, and then select, deselect. Oh, okay, cool. Now, if I want to add windows, I could. Do I want to add windows? For now, I'll say no. As for making the 4x9, easy, right? Just stretch it. Grab some vertices, move over. Grab some vertices, move over. Ooh. Well, that could work. Thinking they'd be offset. The 50 inside here will be offset from the 50 inside, like around here. But it won't matter because you can't see that because there's not going to be anything extruding. Actually, no, there'd be the roof, so the roof you'd see 50, and that would be off. Oh, that sucks. I can't have a 25 and be there, so I'd probably have to make a inset here. So inset faces and 25 centimeters. Come on, you dissolve edges. Yeah, I now select. So grab you, 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 and have you be assigned to the basin door. Bing. Have a chimney that pumps out gray translucent box. Well, I can't really do translucent in the material I have because of the metal trim, right? Because that's not actual geometry, it's fake. So if you can see through it, you would see nothing on the other side. I'd have to redo the material for that. Or use a different material, like have an object that's modeled, and have that be that. I'm gonna say no for now. But that would be kind of adorable, I'm not gonna lie. And then I just, stable gravity because it would just float, right? Oh, this is one I missed. If I take off my shirt, I get 10 times the visitors. No. Yeah, gray blocks would do. I'm gonna see how well this works first. Yeah, probably gray blocks with a black metal trim. Anyway. So now we need to unwrap this for light mapping. Sorry about that. I mean, it's mostly a box, so it shouldn't be that big a deal. Okay. So maybe I could get something, let's disable the widget. So maybe get some easy selection by having it be, whoops. Edge loops, having a partial loop, but no. No, let's not do that. You know what? Let's just do that. There we are. Gonna be a little bit more optimal than we have been in the past with this one, just because it's so easy to do it optimally. So I'm gonna do is I'm gonna make this open up and unfold. Okay, that's just here. Make it open up and unfold. So it'll open up and unfold like this, and I'll have the bottom be unwrapped separately. I can just, crush it off into a corner, some free space, because I don't care how it's lit underneath it. It's going to be black because it's going to be against the ground, because it's on the ground, right? You're not going to have any floating houses. It's not Minecraft. But, yeah, so that'll be that for that. Now I don't have to worry about the insides. Come on. And once again, I'm going to be not so careful about this. Mark seam. Then grab, 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 grab. Mark seam. Gonna want to have this chunk here be a little bit higher resolution than the inside of the walls, because the way the camera works, you can see the ground, because I mean the camera's gonna be looking at it like this, right? So you can see the ground a little bit, so you want to see some harsh shadows as the camera rotates around, but the walls, you're not gonna be able to see the wall. So that's those there. So we're gonna unwrap these separately. So for light map resolution, we're gonna grab you. Let's grab these guys too. Because even though it's you can't really see them that much, it's still part of the same contiguous geometry, so. Yeah. Oh crap, I didn't. Yeah. I missed some seams. There we are. So we're gonna grab, so again, you. No, not you. Grabbing such small, I'm gonna say small and tiny at the same time, so sminy. No, grabbing such tiny edges. There we are. You. And then I'm going to grab, well, actually, grab these four here. And then, bingo. So now all these are not selected, and neither is the bottom, but that's okay because we want them to be smaller light maps. So we'll do unwrap. Oh, I missed a edge somewhere. So it looks like these two want to be connected. Okay. What is this? Where are you? Oh, missed it. Yeah, okay, I gotcha. Let's go through that again because lol, I made a mistake. Actually, I should have just saved my selection. Oh well. Come on. Here. Come on. No, not you. You. There we are. And then we're going to grab you, and you. Then these guys here, there, and once again, this. We'll do unwrap again. There we are. So now it's going to be consistent. Area. actually I could probably, so here, we use a vertex group. We're gonna call it high detail. I'll assign. So deselect, select, deselect. Good. Okay. Let's actually do an extra cut around here. No, let's do a cut around here. You want to cut the outside because the inside's going to be ambient occlusion. So mark seam. Select this again, then do unwrap. And that way we'll have more resolution. Hey! I can just fit the rest in the other places. So then we'll do... oh, nope, not you. There we are. And we'll grab you. Actually, we'll then just do select inverse, and we're going to then do wrap, and we're going to then scale down. We're gonna move it, say around here, and we're gonna grab this island, move it around here, and scale up a little bit. Grab this island. Grab the island. Why am I not grabbing the island? Oh, I can't grab islands in that mode. Okay. Yeah, there we are.
I've been here some point in the past. Familiar shapes and sounds at last. The smoke and lights, the crowds unmasked. The moon behind skies overcast. I must have been here some point in the past.
And then when we do a 9, we just stretch it and re-unwrap it. But for now, we're gonna do FBX. Content, meshes, cross streams, decoration, 4x4 house. Selected objects. Oh, we can't do that yet. There we are. That was almost bad. Selected objects. That was almost bad again. Okay, now we go into Real Engine, and Real Engine can say, hey. And we're going to not import materials texture. That's good. Remembered that's good. Import. Now we have this here. Let's go back into about cross streams. Boop. Oh, it was 50. Right. Because the level was already high. So there is one way I can get around this. Remember I said we weren't going to have any floating houses? I lied. Want to add a crawl space? Because that takes a long time here. Yeah. But now we look in the map density. Then we override to 128. Even 256, why not? Get some detail in the Oh right, we're gonna yeah, no, you're right. You're right, Mir. I already accounted for that. I just completely forgot about that. Okay, so 170. It was supposed to be in line here. Because I want to go up so you can see that one level trim, right? I wanted that to be a, yeah. Then you would be, so let's see how good our light map resolution is inside here. I can see a difference in resolution. And it's gonna be the same in the bottom too, because who cares? It's all gonna be black, right? We're gonna have wood. This is gonna be actually up a little bit too. I'm probably gonna duplicate this material just to make it a 50, which I'll just do that right now. Duplicate house wood roof, and have you be box size 50. Save. There we are. Now we apply that to there. And then do our offsets correctly. Excuse me. Let's try 0 offset for now. No, that's not gonna work. So we need we're properly aligned on the vertical axis, but in the front we're gonna need and we're properly aligned on the U channel on both axes, but our V channel needs to be bumped up a little bit. So offset V, X, Y, and X, Z, and Y, Z by 12.5. There we are. Okay. There we are. Yep. I just need to duplicate this a bunch of times. Well, after we fix the material, of course. Well, part of it's because the tiles are above it, right? So the tiles make it look like it's sunken, even though the tiles are just floating like a meter or two above, right? Can't really have it much higher, as it would be over the castle wall. Now it does look weird without windows, but again, I'm kind of trying to push this out, right? So we're gonna fix the materials, stretch it out, do one for this here, then duplicate a bunch, then do cathedral, weather vane, castle, and that should be it. And then a little fixer-uppers here. Wish I could do that fixer-upper right now. And I should have put my snapping range a little bit better than that because, well, now let's go to 50. Save. And once again, once I, if I were to do this real, I would change these road patterns to be something more optimal, kind of like I did for, this or that, right? So we also have to offset this, but we need to make an actual material for that first. I have to then make some some sort of pillar for these. To probably extend higher than these, but it's getting there. We're getting very close. I'm going to call it for today. So thank you for watching, and we'll see you next time.